felt like I wasn't doing my best work. It was sort of like I was given so much work by so many different clients that I don't feel like I was a particularly good lawyer for any of them, because how can you possibly juggle goals, culture, all these things for 100 different, 200 different clients? And I was really looking for something more meaningful. And oftentimes in big law, you're getting one piece of the puzzle and you're not told why you're doing something. It's sort of like, do this task A, and you might never see it again. You don't know why you did it. You don't know if the client saw it. You don't know what the outcome was. And that was very frustrating. I love having control over my own work. I love making a difference. And I didn't feel like I was making a meaningful difference in the role that I was in. So Axiom, again, the way they discussed how the engagements work, how I would be engaged by one, possibly two clients, I'm sort of like, okay, this is a great proposition for me because I can really, really have deeper relationships. I can focus on my work, know why I'm doing the work, and have control over it. So those are the biggest differences that were the most impactful for me in joining Axiom. When you're not so tied to the end goal with a client, you don't know the bigger picture. Therefore, you can't get creative. You're not really in a position to get creative and efficient or practical for a client because you don't know enough. With Axiom, my entire life has changed. I interact with my clients every single day, either live or by email. I know exactly what's going on. And for me, it's like a closely held family business in a way. Their losses are my losses. Their gains are my gains. Our victories are our victories. We very much work as a team. And, there's no one person who's accountable for a particular outcome. And that feels incredibly meaningful and powerful, and it really keeps me going. It really drives me to do better because we're all in this together. And I didn't have that before. I was very devoid of the meaning behind what I was doing. I've been able to get really creative. So through Axiom, I was never able to do this, nor do I think the lawyers at Big Law are doing this, but I'm able to create tailored solutions for these clients because I'm so intimately involved with them from day to day. You can't have that perspective without working so closely with them. You can't do that when you're juggling 100 clients. You're not going to know the bottom line for each of them. For me, I'm so aligned with the client's goals and their it becomes second nature. I can get very creative with it. Like, okay, well, why don't we, try this? Or if we cut this out, the business doesn't really look at it. Maybe the outcomes would be quicker, to deliver, things like that. So just thinking outside of the box, that creativity is something that's so unique to Axiom. I think what's beautiful about Axiom is each of our career paths are our own. Each of us is very different, and Axiom encourages individuality, where Big Law encourages, sort of group behavior, lemming behavior. You have to do what I did. Whereas Axiom's sort of like, hey, some of you, love being a part-time parent. We have a part-time fire person, a firefighter. So we're encouraged to have outside interests. For me, I've put my all into Axiom. I do have outside interests, but for me, I was sort of like breathe and go for it. And I've gotten so much more in return. Leadership roles, so many incredible client relationships, experiences collaborating with the business. So my life, because I chose it to be, has been totally Axiom since I joined. I would say if you're looking for something more, something just doesn't fit right, maybe you don't feel like you fit into the environment or the future that's been career pathed already for you in Big Law, and if you're sort of entrepreneurial in spirit and that you're open to different things, you want to maybe forge your own path, to come talk to us at Axiom, because I also was looking for an alternative. I wasn't ready to go fully in-house. I'm sort of like, I don't know what that's like. What's it like to work for one client full time? And Axiom was that perfect hybrid for me. I would say if you're sort of pensive about going in-house fully because you haven't had the experience, Axiom's a perfect hybrid where it's sort of, you get to work as though you're an in-house team member with several clients, or maybe one or two, but it's not fully a commitment to one position. And that allows you to sort of pivot and understand what you like and what you don't like. So it's the perfect hybrid between traditional law and going in-house.